Howdy y'all, Muglax Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Whew. Alright. I just got back in from working outside. I'm kinda tired. I'm covered in scratches. Just covered. It's ridiculous. I need to get out there with a chainsaw, I think. And, remove the plants that, cause me the most issue. Not all the plants, just their branches of the side that keeps poking me. Oh man. I don't know, it's on this floor. And it's nearby. I think it's behind that painting. It might not be, but that's my guess. Come on, buddy. Break down the door. What are you doing? Oh no, it says it's over here. It's right here. I don't think this is quite what they had in mind. Oh, they sent me on a fetch... Where's my truck? There it is. When they sent me on a fetch quest, but you know what? Too bad. Too bad. Yeah, we didn't get any D&D this week. Where's the... One of the guys had a headache. You know... I feel like that's, I don't know, he seems awfully sickly when it comes to Wednesday nights, and I guess I don't know him that much in real life. I mean, I knew him for a while because he was a student, and I don't think there were any weeks he didn't show up to class, but I didn't have him that long, and I just know that we have missed multiple nights because he wasn't feeling well. And I've missed no nights of things I do with it. Now, I will admit, there are some days where I don't record a video. Not very many, but there's been a few. Because I was sick. But I had the flu, couldn't get out of bed sick. Not got home from work, suddenly have a headache, can't play a very mellow game of D&D. I could understand if we were like heavily invested in, you know, everything at maximum emotional screaming and yelling and crying. But that's not us. That's not even close to us. And So, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. We didn't play. I wish I knew a group of people. I wish, no, let me rephrase that. I wish some of the people I knew were into the things that I wanted to do. Let's put it that way. I don't, as I've discussed before, I'm not really much of a people person. And, yeah, it's a huge effort for me to go out and fraternize with people.
Well, howdy do, friend. Well earned, traveler.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Well
Ooh, give me that beaker. Hold on, let me go get my, sell stuff. I didn't even look to see what I got for XP or change from that. I got sidetracked by the... Oof. Oh, let me grab this money. I don't understand this money. Is this money actually a thing? Should I have been collecting money? Does he take money like it is money? I don't feel like that's a thing, but it's weird to me to drop a bag off of a zombie, which is where I believe I got this from, and have it filled with 393. Oh. Yeah, no, he gives you decent tokens for that. I guess I should have been collecting that money all along. Heck, the money is... Well, I guess I have more of the money. Alright, what do you got in your secret vault? Nothing I need. What about in your weapons? Nothing I need. Alright. I think then it's time for us to head to a different Bob's. I call these Bob's. Trader Joel. So I believe there's another one somewhere out in here, I think. So let's go check that out. Yeah, I still have actual regular work to do yet today. I know it's supposed to be nice today and tomorrow and the next day. It's supposed to rain for a couple of days, and so I wanted to see if I couldn't get the lawn mowed. I haven't done that in a while. It's not growing very fast now that it's fall, so this might be the last mowing of the year. Maybe one more. Depends on what the end of October and whatnot looks like. But it is it's strangely exhausting, even though I'm using a riding lawnmower. Our lawn is pretty hilly in spots, and so there's a lot of turning and leaning and stuff like that, and it just, my shoulders are exhausted. I don't know what the deal was. I even skipped Beat Saber for today. Whoops. Crashed right in that car. Which is my lunchtime workout. Beat Saber. First time I ever played one of those music rhythm games is Beat Saber. I can't imagine I would like it if I was just mashing buttons, but there is definitely something satisfying about chopping blocks up with lightsabers. Hey, Piggy. Aww. I was trying to go around him. I didn't do it very well. Yeah, I do not see. You know what? Maybe it's what was that sound? Gotta head down this way. There's a spot right here I want to check. Somewhere I know there's one out this way. I've been to it. Did I mark it on the map? Maybe I should check to see if I marked it on the map. Sometimes I mark them. Like that one. That one right there. I knew there was another one out here. Yeah, I figure I would take a little break here, put up my video for a day. Figure I'd record before I get back to work. I'm gonna try to get through. If I do my regular hours today, I've still got another about 2 hours. Might probably not gonna do another 5, including those 2 hours. But if I could get in like 3 or 4 would be good. Oof. I doubt I get in that much. Maybe though. I'm gonna watch a show comes on at 10. I watch Critical Role, and so I'll probably work while watching that, and they usually go on for a few hours. So
Time is money, and I'll wager you don't have any.
what you got in your inventory? You don't think I have time or money? Or both? Maybe he means both. I guess we'll take your crappy bullets. No, let's take your good bullets first. Yeah. Nope, I'm gonna go with these first.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Oh, hey, you know what? I need a quest. You got any jobs for me? How about a tier 3 fetch?
Let's make a pact. Be good luck. You better not make me.
Cause, really? I gotta go back to my normal town? I came here so I could get quests in areas I don't normally hang out in, not quests in my normal town. It's fine, whatever. It's easy enough to do. Just hop on some blocks and climb in through the window. Come on, you're the worst. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. That was a pretty sharp hole there that got happened. That happened because I ran into a car. How we doing on level? Oops, I didn't mean to get out. I meant to do this. How we doing on levels? Level 99. Do you see that? One more level to steel armor, which is awesome. 21 more levels to the helicopter, which I desperately want, the gyrocopter. I want to see it. I don't even know if it made it into 18. I assume it did, but I don't know. Everything's getting revamped again, as far as I can tell. Always revamping. One of these days they just need to pick something and stick with it. Oh man, speaking of sticking with it, I am like 30 hours into No Man's Sky now. You know, I bought this game called House of the Dying Sun, and because I like a space shooter, and it's supposed to be a pretty fun little space shooter, and it requires you to use a gamepad instead of the VR controllers, and so I was trying to get a wireless gamepad, and I bought a stick and it did not work. Whatever reason, I couldn't get my controller to sync up to it, and so I bought a different controller, not controller. The dongle did not work. I don't know why I'm backing away with my truck, because it's bedroll, not truck that it cares about. So I couldn't get to connect to the dongle. No matter what I did, it wouldn't connect. And so I bought a different dongle. Because the one that I bought was specifically for gaming. It's a dang it. I'm gonna die because I didn't expect all these guys to come out of here. Dang it. Dang it. Oh, I so badly failed that quest, I didn't even see that window. I would have gone in that window if I'd have seen that window. Where's my bed? Oh, goody. So, yeah. So, bought the dongle, and it's got a switch on the side of it. And so it's set up to work with the PS3, your PC, and your... I think I told this story already. PC, Nintendo Switch, and PS3. It's mostly designed, I think, for the Switch, so you can use a regular game controller on it. It wasn't very expensive. I think it was like 20 bucks, right? So at this point, if it doesn't do what I need it to do when I go to use the Switch, I'll have wasted 20 bucks. Not the first time I've wasted money on computer parts that didn't turn out to work. And but that one was very specific to what it does, and so then I read. I didn't know. I don't try to mod things. I found out that your PS4 controller can connect to your computer with a Bluetooth dongle. So I got a Bluetooth dongle, just a straight up Bluetooth dongle. Which I wish I had read that before I bought the other one, because the Bluetooth dongle was cheaper than the gaming one, the gaming, I assume, Bluetooth dongle. And so yeah, but whatever reason I could not get my controller to hook up to the gaming dongle. It almost immediately hooked up to the Bluetooth dongle. I'm like, all right, here we go. Now, here's the trick, is that I then sat down to play said game, House of the Dying Sun, and so I started up, and I started playing, and something is screwy with the wireless or the controller, and it just gets stuck every time I push the fire button. Uh, like it flies around fine, but as soon as you push down the button to fire your guns, it like locks, and then your ship just turns and turns and turns. And instead of and you got to mash several buttons usually to unstick it. Not the one that's stuck, just other buttons to get it to reconnect. So yeah, I played a couple of missions. I couldn't get past the second mission because I couldn't fly my ship while firing, which is kind of tricky. Now, I guess the game is also like a tactical RTS kind of game, but I didn't try that. I just tried to fly my ship, and it wasn't working. So that was disappointing. I didn't try it with other things yet. I really haven't had time because I got the dongle on Monday, and well, Monday's my gaming night, and then Tuesday. I think Tuesday I just played No Man's Sky, and then last night I also played No Man's Sky since we didn't play D&D, and then tonight's tonight. So it hasn't been that long since I had it. But I also still had the gaming dongle plugged in to the same system. So I don't know if maybe there was like a signal cross deal. See, the thing is I got multiple things that are on Bluetooth, but I think they only pair. So even though the dongle's detecting them, I've only paired the controller. So I don't think it should have been having any interference, but it seemed like it was having some kind of connectivity issue. Hopefully, though, that all works out. It worked fine in other games, so I don't know. It might just be the game. I don't know. I just don't know. It might be. It might be. No, I think that was Sunday. I played this game, Infitech 2, which is Minecraft, modded Minecraft, and so it's pretty technical. I don't want to say tedious. There's some tedious to it, but it's the kind that I like. For the most part, and so I like tech trees. I love tech trees, and so if I can get a game with a good tech tree, I'm all for it. And Infitech 2 is all about the tech tree. Want to make steel? Well, you can't make steel until you get the machines necessary to make steel. Can't make those machines until you get the machines necessary to make the other thing. Stuff like that. You can mine iron, but you can't work with it until you make things that let you work with the iron. That kind of thing. And so Sunday, I think it was Sunday, Monday, Saturday. It must have been Saturday. Saturday, I was playing and recorded my episode, and then shut everything down and rendered my video and all that stuff. And then I'm like, all right, everything's done. I can get a couple hours into No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky ran terrible. I couldn't figure out what was going on. It's terrible. And I just thought it was my computer being stupid, or No Man's Sky being stupid. No Man's Sky kind of runs as bad as Ark. I haven't tried to run Ark in VR. I know it can do that, I guess. But Ark on its own runs bad enough. No Man's Sky runs in VR like Ark runs normally on my computer before I got the new video card. And so there's a lot of hesitations from time to time, and you try to do something and it just flat out won't work, and then it'll work all of a sudden, that kind of stuff. And so it was doing a lot of that. And then the graphics get really squirrely after a while. I saw they just patched some of that. So, um, but I'm still trying to figure out the settings to have everything at to get the best view, because you can't run that thing with all the settings turned up because it's weird. And so you can if you do desktop. I could run it at desktop with the settings at max. The problem is that when you run it in VR, it renders it twice, once for the VR and once for the desktop. And so it's basically like running the game 2 times on your system. And so yeah, it can cause some issues. And so I need to go back in and check my settings, because several things got majorly updated, and I don't know if the settings are the same anymore. Man, how far away am I from... Oh, I feel like I've been running for hours. And, but I'm like, man, that's so weird. It's been running so much better lately. I don't know what's going on. So I get out of that, and I go over to my computer. I totally left my Infitech server running. Oh, so it was using up all the CPU and GPU and RAM and stuff to keep the server going. So I logged in yesterday to play Infitech 2, and I've got a steam system that runs off of a mineral as fuel. It's a reactor, and so it totally burnt through thousands of fuel that I had put in the reactor. I think I had close to 3,000 fuel, and I put about 1,300 of it in the reactor. And so when I logged in yesterday, I had burnt through all of it. All 1,300 of it was just gone. So half my fuel just vanished. Man, I hate when stuff like that happens. All right, let me get my thing. I didn't even notice this was open here. Or did they bust through? Guys killed me. I don't appreciate it. Oh, I did make it to level 100 though. Level 100. Hey, where is everybody? Like, I knocked out 2 blocks, and you went crazy, and now there's just nobody here? Man, you cheating game. Did you see that? Shot that guy right in the head. It didn't register. Oof. I don't know if I'd be able to make that jump or not. Why can't I hit what I'm aiming at? Oh, I didn't make that jump. Here, you better use one of these. Come on. There you go. Come down and play. Game, look, if I got the aimers on these guys, could we at least allow them to hit? Oop, I just shot that guy in the shoulder. I don't understand. Alright, shot him in the shoulder, killed him. Hey, piggy. Alright, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm just going to head home since I'm right here next to home. Unload my scavenged goods. I need to do some mining. I need to get some more gunpowder. I need to get... Definitely need to get some more casings for bullets. Man, there's where my base used to be till this reset on me. And, yeah. Need to get level 120 so that I can... play with the gyrocopter. So, alright, click like you like, subscribe to catch the next one. I will talk to you later.